this is, I think, my third or my fourth MEDays, and each year the topics change with what the world's facing. And right now we're, as a world, in an interesting crisis moment. And so the last panel that I was just on was around digital, crypto, blockchain, cybersecurity. These are issues that everyone around the globe is facing. And so the last panel was made up of a very interesting group. I was the one from America. There was Canada. There was 3 or 4 different African nations, Bahrain. So you get this global perspective in a conversation that you don't get really anywhere else. And so how do you think of different things that each of these NGOs, each of these folks can take back to their community, to their parliament? And let's be honest, blockchain is so new that everyone is struggling to try and figure out how do we actually not be scared of it, but actually work to make sure it's helping society. And we all have the same concerns. How do we use blockchain to better deliver medicine? Make sure that grandma's medical records are sealed. Make sure we can get currency to places. Make sure that we can get farms, crops to move faster and supply chain issues to move faster. So that's the good. The bad is how do we also stop AI from spreading fake news and false information and disinformation. And so we have to think about good and bad. There's a lot of scams and a lot of money scams. So how do we do education around these issues? So I think the panel was an honest assessment of none of our countries are perfect. We're all struggling to try and figure it out. And we can't always wait for our government. So how do we find solutions that we can do as society and a global community? And I think that's what MEDays in Morocco has really sort of put together, is this hub for people to have a conversation globally and to have it really focused on Africa. And Africa leapfrogged the U.S. in mobile payments, and it has potential to leapfrog the world in cryptocurrency and blockchain. Right, and so I think our panel was a very optimistic one of we need to combat cybersecurity issues, disinformation issues, fake news, but we also need to not be afraid of new technologies. They're here. They're going to be part of our country's DNA. They're going to be part of society's DNA. So how do we make sure that we're working with them and putting some guardrails up instead of running away from them or clamping down on all innovation? And so there's got to be a balance between what is your country, what is your society see as necessary for keeping innovation exciting and necessary to protect mom and dad from scams and fake news.
قبل ما تخرجوا ما تنسوش تضغطوا على زر الاشتراك وتفعلوا الجرس باش يوصلكم كل جديد ولو بريس.